Now it is time to spill some royalty, and a lot of people were anxiously awaiting Harry and Meghan's big return to the UK. The couple did step out for the Thanksgiving service, which had them publicly reuniting with the royal family for the first time since 2020. We checked in with body language expert Elaine Swann to give us an insight as to how the couple may have been feeling during the outing. How do you think they seemed? What was kind of the vibe that you were getting from them?
You know, the thing with Harry and Meghan that I love is that they really truly lean on one another for that equal support. And Harry's just so gracious, so attentive to his wife. You can tell there were gestures, him holding her hand, giving her little glances to let her know that he's there for one another. And they certainly had this united front with one another. And it's very clear that in this, as far as the dynamic is concerned for this family, it really is them together collectively, and then also the monarchy and the working royals in the family. There's definitely a divide as far as it's concerned. But I believe behind the scenes, this is still a family. This is still a family, and they're going to tread through these waters in the best way that they can. But they certainly put on the bravest face that they could and move forward with their focus being, we're here to celebrate this Jubilee and focus on this and not necessarily lean too much into the rift that the rest of the family members might have. So I think they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, no. And, they were people over in the UK aren't big fans of Harry and Meghan, and they've made it known that they are not big fans of Harry and Meghan. They were met by boos by the crowd when they entered the church. I mean, for me, that would bother me, but it seemed like you said they were kind of leaning on each other, and they kind of maybe toned that out a little bit.
They did. I feel like they leaned on each other and they understood the purpose. And this is one of the things that I often share, is that when you have a goal in mind and you have something specific in mind, focus on that and not all of the exterior things. Mm-hmm. So this is exactly what they did. They went there, they did what they were supposed to do and sat where they were supposed to sit, whether it was on the other side of the aisle or not. You could see them still, looking at each other and glancing and smiling and so forth. And they said, you know what? This is a moment in time. We're going to get on the other side of this and live the rest of their lives, because what they do have is a very, very warm welcome reception back here in the U.S.
We have reporting that they had a little party for Lilibet that the Queen attended. So she was able to have that one-on-one time with her great-granddaughter. So I think it sends a powerful statement that they attended the Jubilee. And maybe that this is a step forward into healing that rift.
I think it is. And, I still saw some unification, in my opinion, because if you think about Jubilees past, I was looking at what the women were wearing. And if you notice, Kate and Meghan in the last Jubilee, they had jewel tones. It was as if that was the memo of the day. And just to look at what they were wearing this time, it seems like there was a memo that was sent out and the family had a particular look, and they were right in step with this. Meghan and Kate were still in step, I think, with that memo of the attire for the day. So that's my little secret thing that I think says that there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than we think.
I love that. I think that's so interesting because, they were all in those like pale neutral tones. And,
yes.
I wonder, it kind of, blends in with the crowd a little bit more and, was able to kind of let the Queen shine.
Yes. And that was certainly the memo of the day. And if they were so ousted the way folks want them to be, we wouldn't have seen that in Meghan. So I think there's a lot more unification that we see. That's my opinion.
I love how she made this statement about how she feels like they're more united than people may think because